Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a quick pitch on how we can continue the world of Joker and Joker Folie Adieu in a follow-up sequel that may not feature the Joker. So there will be spoilers in this video for the movie. So if you haven't seen the film, go back and check it out before you get into this. Now, I will say, I know there's a lot of discourse about this film and the quality of it. This is just kind of my pitch. Go check out my non-spoiler review video. Overall, I enjoyed the film. I don't think it was as good as the first one, but there's definitely something there. And I think there's a few interesting seeds that can be planted to make more movies in this crazy, kind of weird, grimy world of Joker and Joker Folie Adieu. I don't think that Todd Phillips will be involved. He has mentioned that he's kind of done with DC films at the moment. But that doesn't mean that the Warner Brothers will stop making movies if they think they're gonna make money. Now, I will say, so far this movie's not making a lot of money, so all these seeds and sequel ideas are probably they're not even sequel ideas. They could be kind of spin-off ideas too. But I think all of these are definitely not something that might happen now. I made a lot of notes when I went to the Alamo Draft House, including some of these things. So let me give you the least likely. So at the end of the film, the last scene of the film is we see this young inmate portrayed by Connor Story. I believe that's him, just based on the IMDb. This inmate doesn't have a name, but throughout the film, we catch a few quick glances of him looking at Joker, right? Something like, or looking at Arthur throughout his trial, his appearance on his interview. So this young inmate's attention was definitely captivated by Arthur. And now at the end of the film, when Arthur decides he's not the Joker and he's going back, he's found guilty and he goes back to Arkham. This young inmate assaults him in a hallway and stabs him and kills him, and that's kind of how the movie ends. Now, after that, we do see this inmate scar himself. Like he takes the blade that he used, and like he gives himself a Joker smile. So the first thing I could think of is that this could be a new Joker. Now, I don't know Connor's story much as an actor, and I don't know that Warner Brothers want to do another Joker film, especially now that they're gonna have probably a different Joker in the in the Batman films from Matt Reeves, and definitely another Joker that they might have in the Brave and the Bold feature from the James Gunn and the main DC studios. So I don't think that that's very plausible, but that is a choice, and that is a thing that they could go forward, where this Joker persona is not just for Arthur Fleck, but it's actually something. In one of my notes, I mentioned that the Joker here is kind of like a sickness in the city, right? So now that Arthur has been cured of it, he's passed it on to someone else, and it could be this young inmate that killed him at the end of the film. So that's my theory number one on how they could keep this going. Now, of course, theory number two. At the end of the film, Lee Quinzel, Harley Quinzel, portrayed by Lady Gaga, she just leaves. But we know she's an affluent person. She comes from money, so she could have the means to actually just become sort of like a Joker figure. So just really make a Harley Quinn movie in this world and continue to follow Lady Gaga's character. We did not, unfortunately, we did not get much of a characterization of this individual in the film, right? She's not the most well-rounded character, but I think that if they really put their minds to it, Lady Gaga is a great performer. And I think that they could do something where we follow this version of Harley separately from any other versions that we have, right? So that could be another path to continue, just to live in this grimy world of Gotham in this whatever late 70s. So that's the second alternative. I feel like that one is probably not very plausible either, but it is something that they could do. Now, my last pitch and the last seedling that we do see is during the trial, at the end of the trial, after Arthur is found guilty, a bomb goes off. A car bomb goes off outside of the courthouse, and it blows everything up. That's how Arthur is able to escape for a little bit and goes to meet Harley. and that's kind of where his disappointment is found, right after he tells the world and the jury that he's not the Joker, he's just Arthur Fleck. But the movie wouldn't be about him. In this film, we have Harry Lottie. You may be familiar. He plays Robert in Industry, the HBO show. But in this movie, he portrays Assistant DA Harvey Dent. Now, during this explosion, after we pan out and we see Arthur leaving, we see Harvey on the floor with half of his face pretty scarred. So this could be the origin of a Two-Face. Obviously, we know that in the comics it's a little bit different, right? In multiple iterations of the comics, he gets acid thrown in his face, and that's kind of how it happens. But I think if played right, they could definitely have Harry Lottie return as a Harvey Dent Two-Face type of figure, and even the movie could be about him struggling to remain Harvey while this Two-Face persona kind of takes over, and maybe even make this as a crime movie as well. I really like Harry Lottie, like, and he's great in Industry, and I thought his performance here was really good. So I could see him taking the reins and spinning off from the world of the Joker. You could even call it that, from the world of the Joker, Two-Face, um, because I think it'd be fun to have, and just to have another kind of crime thriller, and really go back to the more criminal aspect of this, right? You have Harvey Dent who's fighting the criminals, and then finally ends up being just swallowed by the darkness and becoming Two-Face. I think that'd be a really fun pitch for another movie in this world. So there you have it. There you go. Let me know, what do you think of those pitches? Could we get another Joker film with a different Joker that we see at the end of the movie? Could we follow Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn in a different film? Or could we follow Harry Lottie's Harvey Dent as he becomes Two-Face in this world? If you've seen this film, let me know what you thought about it. I'm thinking of going to the theater again and watch it, and maybe do a more full in-depth review of it. We'll see how that plays out. But you can go check out my non-spoiler review now in the channel. And if you have any more theories of how this world of the Joker could continue, let me know down in the comments. So as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.